Alright, what's up guys, and welcome back to another computer video. And in today's computer video, we are going to be tackling a thing that I've been trying to do for a bit off camera. But I figured I'd probably try this on camera. And that is trying to resurrect the Packard Bell Platinum Pro 750. If you remember from my first Packvember series, I showcased the Packard Bell Platinum Pro 750 and 86 box. Then when 86 box updated, it's got some new updates. I migrated the machines I did in previous version of 86 box to here, which the machines probably didn't like that, and I've had to, set them up all over again. And one of them that kind of bit the dust while doing that was the Platinum Pro. And I've tried multiple times to try to set it up again, and it just wasn't coming out the way I did it on the first try. And so, let's try again on camera this time to see if I can get a successful attempt. So let's do this. All right. Packard Bell Platinum Pro 750. Alright, it was a socket 7 dual voltage, and it was part of the PB680 board. That's what the Platinum Pro runs under. And originally it wasn't a Pentium MMX, but I gave it an MMX of 200, because the 200 megahertz was the actual megahertz of the Pentium. And I gave it 32 megs, because I think if you upgrade it, that's what it came with. And I went with the tried and true Voodoo card, as per usual on any of these videos. PS2 keyboard and PS2 mouse, although when I've done this in the past off camera, the PS2 mouse option doesn't seem to work, so let's see what happens. Alright. For Sound Blaster, for one of these, we'll do the Sound Blaster 16. Network, I've been experimenting with network as of lately, but for one of these videos, I'm not gonna showcase it quite yet. Maybe saving it for the Windows 2000 anniversary video that I got planned, but not for a Packard Bell video. Alright, internal device and internal device. Now for the hard disk. Let's have it at, I think that's big enough. Yeah, that should be good enough. Alright, remember to partition and format the new drive, yep. And now for the floppy disks. 3.5 mm, 3.5 inch floppy. The tappy, I will do a I honestly don't know what the actual speed of a drive is. So I'll go with a NEC 4 speed. NEC 4 speed disk drive. Alright. Uh, Before I get actually going, I need to find the right disc, because I want to get this exactly right. Alright, yeah, here it is. Alright, so let me go to my OS folder, and try to match what it says. Okay, yeah, that's it right there. Okay, cool. Alright, so now let's get this going. Sorry about that. I had to make sure I had the right stuff, because I'm pretty certain I've been using the wrong restore disk, not the wrong master CD, but I've been using the wrong I've been using the wrong like a bad restore disk for this Packard Bell. So must not have gotten rid of the 5 1/4 inch. All right, let's oh, that's not the right one. Whoops. There we go. Okay, escape to boot. And if my keyboard sounds a little bit extra clickety clackety, I'm using an old HP keyboard. from like the Windows 98, 2000 and Millennium Edition era keyboard. So if it sounds a little extra clickety clackety, that's why. I think it adds to the immersion of what I'm doing with 86 box and PCEM. So for that effect, it's pretty cool. All right, let's go to F disk. Cool. It's gonna work. At least for this matter, it's gonna work. On some cases, I've gotten like a bad rep on F disk. All right, escape. Like some cases, I do F disk on a Packard Bell restore disk for this computer, and it will like reject F disk altogether, which is kind of irritating. But so far so good. Now I just need to see if it does that stupid error once we get back into the master CD stuff. Yep, it did the error, but usually it doesn't really kill anything, which is great. Fix and restore your system, format and restore your hard disk. I wish I knew why it always does that error. It doesn't really kill the restore process, but it's just kind of annoying. And now we're going to be formatting the drive. And I meant to give it was going to be like an 8 gig drive. It's not going to take all 90 gigs, not Windows 95. No, it's not going to do that. Unless, of course, we're running Windows 95 then that's a different story. Which, that'll probably be for a separate video altogether, installing that OS. I want to get much of the process on camera as much as I can because I want to see. I want to show you if this will work or not. Because much like with Nostalgia Mall, um, even a failure can be a good source of entertainment. But I'm not hoping for that outcome. All right, we are now going to be copying the files over. I'm not going to have you sit through this part because this part is just going to be boring. So I'll see you on the other side. All right. It finished copying the files, and now we have to take out the restore disk, and does it want me to take out the remove the restore floppy disk? So do not remove the master CD. Okay, cool, cool. All right. Don't remove the master CD, and then press any key. And now it's just adding all the basic stuff for Packard Bell. And I particularly like the Platinum Pro or the Platinum stuff in general. But what as far as like its media bundles, I like the Platinum Supreme 1850 for what it had to offer in terms of media bundle, and I especially love the Platinum Pro 750's media bundles because it had all cool games. Echo the Dolphin, which is not a great Sega game, but it's a cool thing to have in terms of like game stuff. Comic Zone, which is a damn good Sega game, and Sonic CD, which is another good game to bundle a computer with. Then, of course, you got the staples for Packard Bell, which is Toonland, and a couple interactive storybook games, ones I've never really heard of, to a point. The Platinum Supreme 1850 included some other entertainment stuff like the Great Word Adventure and the Great Math Adventure. So that's kind of interesting. That the later ones I liked because they're games that I would have played had I knew about them. And Nostalgia Mall likes the earlier ones, although I'm not too jazzed about those. I mean, they're cool, but there's just I like to stick to the 1996 and 97 to 98 media bundles because of the stuff that it had. Because I would have played that stuff back then, especially the entertainment stuff. There's the famous Windows 95 and 98 drum. All right, here we go. Getting into getting some of the main Windows 95 stuff. This could be promising because I haven't seen all of this stuff pop before, and we do have sound. Promising. But I want to. It's not promising enough till I see all the Packard Bell icons on the desktop. I have not gotten to that point yet while setting this up. I've gotten like the basic Windows 95 stuff. Speaking of basic, we got the basic 95 without the Internet Explorer stuff. Alright, so alright. This is a little bit different. Computer installation in progress. Installing dial-up adapter, which you can now in 86 box emulate the dial-up modem, which I would not. I've tried it. I couldn't get it to work, but I'm sure there's other people that can get this to work, but are more capable than I am. I typically use a LAN emulated connection rather than a dial-up connection because it's more easy for me to work with. Again, I'll show you that in later videos, but I've got planned. Okay, install new modem. Let's see if we can get the mouse to work. All right, we got. Okay, install new modem. Windows will not try to detect your modem. Browse. Continuing. I don't have a modem on here, so let's just get out of that. All right, copying Comic Zone files. DirectX MX files. Echo the Dolphin. Encarta 96. Promising. Very promising. I did not get this screen when I did this off camera. Maybe it was just a bad master CD. Because when I did this off camera, none, I repeat, none of the Packard Bell bundled media worked whatsoever. Which was bad news. Which probably meant the master CD was corrupt. Probably. Microsoft Word. as Microsoft works. I think this might actually be it. Doing a lot of stuff for Navigator, I'm seeing, like Kid Space and all that stuff. In MySpace, that's actually kind of hilarious. We got Kid Space, and then we got MySpace. Not to be confused with the one that kind of, and then confused with the website that no longer is functional for listening to music in that sense. All right, I don't know how long this actually is going to take, but I want to stay on unless, something comes up. We got Pod. Okay. Remember that. Printmaster Gold. Prodigy. Quicken. Which that's always like a Packard Bell staple is Quicken. From watching the Nostalgia Mall for a number of years, Quicken's always part of Packard Bell's bundle. We got Sim City, which is an interesting game to bundle with a Packard Bell, or a computer in general, Sim City. Um, I've never played Sim City, but I know it's kind of like Pharaoh in a sense. I played a lot of Pharaoh. There we go. I still love that screen. I know the Nostalgia Mall loves like the black one saying thank you for choosing your Packard Bell. Thank you for choosing Packard Bell. But I love this green screen for Packard Bell. Even though this is for like the later ones and not and all that stuff. But this is still pretty cool. I love this screen. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like for the 95 boot screen. Windows Internet Explorer and all that stuff. Okay. Now we're in the Windows setup process of the whole thing. And the mouse on brand for this whole thing doesn't work anymore. Lovely. Okay, so once a product key, and I'm gonna cut away for that half. Be right back. All right, the product key worked. And it looks like it's supposed to look like. That's cool. Except, typical when it comes to setting up this Packard Bell, no functioning PS2 mouse. I expected nothing else. Oh, the keyboard doesn't work. Also, that sucks. So I can't shut it down. That's great. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. So no mouse, no keyboard. That's fucking lovely. Well, there are some positives and some negatives in some of these videos, I guess. Okay, it's gonna be mad at me, but I don't care. Exit. Scan disk me for all I care. Okay, so now we gotta fix several things. For one, we gotta fix the input on this stuff. We gotta probably do like a AT keyboard, and for this, I'm gonna give it a Logitech Microsoft Bus mouse. Um, IRQ2. Alright. And one that I should have probably taken care of. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's get rid of the 5¼ inch floppy drive, which is useless on a Packard Bell, unless it's a 486 of any computer from this time period. Okay, now let's try this again. It's going to scan disk me, but I don't care. I had to do it. Yep, scan disk. Alright, let me, right, mouse works. Keyboard works. We have a functioning computer now. Nice. And now, to kind of make this look a whole lot appealing to the eyes, alright, one thing I have to check, even though I'm not expecting it to work, is the DOS window. I have to at least give it a fair. I gotta give it a fair shake, even though I probably know the answer. But I gotta do it. I just gotta do it. All right. All right. Let me just get this in the full screen. Looks a lot better than I tried in the past off camera. But now let's go in MS-DOS mode and hopefully the predictable outcome does not happen. Alright, it is Q. Hey, look at that, it does work. Bitchin'. Sweet. So I have to make a note we can actually do some DOS gaming in this video. Nice. I was not expecting that to work. It usually doesn't work, but hey, look at that, it works. Alright, we got a fully functioning Packard Bell Platinum Pro 750. Let's do a traditional Packard Bell Navigator to christen it.
Your Packard Bell computer offers two computing environments to choose from, our Navigator Home environment or Microsoft Windows. Press button number 1 to go directly to Navigator, or button 2 to go to Windows 95. Press button 3 for an overview of Navigator. Press the number 3 key on your keyboard for a quick lesson on using your mouse. To customize your setup and secure your computer so that more than one person can use it, press button 4.
The mouse lessons. I don't know about that. What I do know about is going right into here. And showing off some of the Packard Bell bundled media that came with this. Especially one that I didn't show off when I first made the video for the first pack, one of the first Pack November videos I did make on this channel. Alright. Let's give this a shot. Okay, requires 256 colors. Please update your... Alright. Okay. Alright, let's go to 256 colors, which in 95 it doesn't look that bad. Alright.
Your Packard Bell computer.
Alright, we're not doing the whole speech again. Alright. Entertainment. Sonic.
Sega.
Alright. Like I said in one of my other Packard Bell videos, I think for the Club 40, I have never played Sonic CD. This is like my second time playing this game, and I lost all my goddamn rings. environment. Got 14 rings. That's respectable. Ah, you motherfucker. Whoa, whoa. Hold on. These are like the music in this game. And I have nothing to show for in rings. Yeah. I had a respectable amount of rings, and then some jackass made me loot some. How do I do the spin dash in this on the PC? Well, I screwed that up. Ah, bastard. Oh, Eggman time. Fuck. Well, I'm hosed. I saw that coming. Can't face Eggman without rings. Well, this shield might do the trick. Alright. Ah! No! God damn it! Ooh, that was close. That was so close. I almost bought it the second time. That was like on the skin of my teeth. Oh god, that's Amy? I just ran through a bit of spikes. Okay, this is a little bit... Okay, that was a bit... What? Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. This is a pretty crafty level, and son of a bitch. Oh, can't go that way. Not to the spikes! Fuck. Oh, take that checkpoint. Ah! Barely made it out in one piece. Holy hell. Whew, that was intense. Oh, look like. Fucking splicer. Nope. I like the music in this version of a level. Fuck you. There we go. Now we gotta fight another Eggman with, like, no lives, basically, and... Well, I gotta go back and get those rings. And almost got myself skewered. God, no. Thought I almost had it. Jesus Christ. Well, that's it. Alright then. Get laughed at. It's a more menacing game over screen than other Sonic games of the past. Alright, let's try another bundled game. Let's do Pod. I don't think I've ever shown Pod off. The current installation configures. Oh. And it never will, because apparently Pod doesn't like what I have. But then again, I've seen LGR, and he says Pod is a very tough game to run. So, okay. Scrap that one. Let's try this one. Let's do this.
Test 1, 2. Sega.
I showed this off in the original video, but you know, part of the bundled media. Let's show it off again. As always, I know nothing about the controls and the PC port. Alright, I know the arrow keys very well. Z, X, okay.
Whoa! Test 1, 2.
Alright.
Sega. Whoa!
Alright, this is just your typical beat 'em up game. It's actually pretty fun, actually.
See ya.
I've shown this off on other Packard build videos I've done, like one of the UK ones I've shown off in the past.
See ya.
Alright, we're just beating up on these for... Oh, hello. Oh, wrong way.
Come on! Give me the retarded charges there. See ya.
Alright, where'd you go? Oh, take that. Alright.
ya.
Ah!
Yeah.
And this is usually where I die repeatedly. Alright, so, that's that. I want to come back to Pod. You know, maybe Pod doesn't like 256 colors. Let's try true 32-bit. Like I said, I know LGR has said Pod is a very tricky game to run, even on compatible hardware. Alright, so let's just give us a shot from inside Windows. No, it currently, a small installation for MMX with S3 Verge card cannot run with your system if following components fail. So, okay, so it needs an S3 Verge card, which I don't have installed on here, so it's because of what I have put into the disk machine. It hates the Voodoo card. Well, that sucks. Alright, so now, speaking about gaming, let's do some DOS gaming. Let's do one that I, don't show off much on the channel. Most because I don't have a computer system that doesn't do DOS. Well, it's supposed to do DOS, but the fact of the matter is, it won't do DOS. That's the main part of the whole thing. Alright, so let me see. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, let's go back into DOS mode. Alright. The important information, yeah, please read. Uh, Controller type keyboard. Sound Blaster. Sound effects device. I guess we'll go with Sound Blaster. All right, let's see if I got this. Alright, we're doing Heretic, which is based off a Doom engine from id. Alright, City of the Damned. Okay, Val needed a wet nurse. Yellow bellies are us. Bringest them oneth. Alright, let's do that one. Bringest them oneth. Okay. I don't show off Heretic much. I usually show off Jazz Jackrabbit or Golden Axe. Heretic is one that I've been wanting to show off in DOS, but like I said, with DOS not being an option in these videos, it's kind of a rare occurrence today. We get to show off a DOS game. Okay, what is this? Yellow key. Where does this go to? I've never really gotten far in Heretic before. I don't exactly know where a lot of stuff is. Okay. Oh, hello. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Let's go into this tomb. Oh. Hello. Whew. Intense. Oh, you ain't killing me. Well, you killed me. Alright, let me try, try getting that out. Try another one. I don't have much in terms of runnable DOS games and for like Windows 95 computer. I have some that can work for like a 486, which, you know, should probably do a video on that at on 46 at some point. Yeah, I think I kind of ran out of DOS games. I don't have that much in terms of it. So, yeah. All I have left in my folder is the Windows games. Which, before we call this quits, we did the Packard Bell Navigator. I say we should do the all-important Packard Bell Law Canyon test. It isn't a Packard Bell video until you do two things: Navigator and the Canyon test. Or unless this happens. Okay, so we can't do the Canyon test. Alright, fine, be that way. Alright, well I think we did enough to call this quits. We actually did a DOS game in this for this video, which is a rare occurrence, but we showed off some of the Packard Bell bundled media that came with the Platinum Pro 750. Comic Zone, Sonic CD, tried to do Pod, but Pod was not having it with the configuration I did for this machine. It wanted a S3 Verge, which I typically don't use an S3 Verge when setting up these machines. But it is what it is. Maybe at some point I'll showcase Pod again. Not showcase Pod again, try to get Pod up and running on another machine. Because I do think Pod looks like a cool game from what I've seen from LGR and stuff like that. Anyways, we have successfully brought the Platinum Pro 750 back from the dead. And this is pretty cool. I do like the late 90s Packard Bell machines. Like I said, the Platinum Pro 750, the Platinum Supreme 1850. Those are cool machines. Even though they're emulated, they still count. They still count. They're Packard Bells to a T. Even though they're emulated, they're still pretty cool machines. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I don't do Packard Bell videos like that much when it's not Packvember. I do some, but I typically want to save them when it gets to Packvember time. But I figured, you know, with something like this, I might as well say, why not? Let me take you guys on this adventure with me, because I've been trying to do this off camera for a few attempts now, all of which have failed, and I might as well show you, you know, hey, maybe I can get this to work for a YouTube video. That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And before I sign off, I do want to make a little bit of an update. I did make a Patreon page for the Games and Tech YouTube channel. And this video will be going on the Patreon page. And if you want to support me on the Patreon page, you're more than welcome to do so. I mean, you're not forced to. You're more than welcome to. Just when I'm trying to out. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing more videos for the Packard Bell Platinum Pro in the near future. There'll be more Packard Bell videos coming in the near future, so stay tuned for that. I got a lot of computer videos coming out in the near future, a lot, including the Windows 2000 anniversary video, which I mentioned in the beginning of this video. I do want to do a Windows 2000 anniversary video, and so yeah, stay tuned for that. And as far as Let's Plays goes, I was doing an Assassin's Creed Shadow playthrough for on live for both Kick and YouTube, but I'm going to have it take a back seat for the moment, because the hard drive that I was doing the playthrough on, the hard drive crapped out, and I got to kind of do the game all over again, which is not ideal. Anyways, that game will be returning to YouTube, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'll see you around. See ya.